Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about basic terms and methods of teaching English. Those terms we are going to talk about are the most usable terms in the whole course. Let us have a start. The following terms are the most usable words, which they are approach, method, procedure, technique, and innovation. Keep them in your mind, please. What do you mean by approach? Approach is the term that refers to the theories about the nature of language and teaching language. It is the source of the way things are done in the classroom, and it is the interpretation of everything done in the classroom. For example, communicative approach, integrative approach, and so on. Method. Method is the practical realization of an approach, which also includes procedures, techniques, innovation, and so on. For example, grammar translation method and direct method, and so on. Procedure. Procedure are a sequence which can be described in terms such as: first, you greet the student. Second, you break the ice with your student. Third, you introduce the new lesson to your student. 4, 5, and so on. Procedure is smaller than a method and bigger than a technique. Technique. Technique is a way of carrying out a particular task or doing an activity, usually involves particular skills. For example, single slot, which it is a technique to memorize a dialogue, or mnemonic techniques, a technique to memorize vocabulary or grammar, and so on. Innovation. Innovation is the process of making changes to something established by something new. In other words, it is the state of something related to method, procedures, or even an approach. Let us talk about pizza as an example of approach, method, procedure, technique, and innovation. The first picture stands for the approach, which includes the ingredients, way of cooking, time of cooking, and so on. The second picture stands for the method, which it is the practical application of baking pizza. The third picture stands for the steps, which means the procedure. First of all, making the dough. Second, prepare the vegetable. Third, cooking it. Fourth, adding some sauce on the dough. Fifth, adding the vegetable. Sixth, adding cheese, and so on. Technique may stand for the time of baking pizza, or may stand for adding some new spices or favorite. While the last picture stands for innovation, and innovation means adding something new to create new main recipe. For example, instead of vegetable pizza, we adding some meat, so we have meat pizza instead of vegetable pizza. So we have the approach and we have the innovation. Look at the following smart figures. And try to keep them in your mind with your words. Native language. Native language is the language a child acquires from his dad and mom. It is the first language that he is acquired in early childhood because it is spoken in the family and sometimes in the country where he or she lives. Target or second language is the language that a person is learning. For example, for Arabic child, the native language is Arabic language, and it's also his first language. And the target language is English. Bilingual is the person who speaks two languages. Trilingual is the person who speaks three languages. Multilingual is the person who speaks more than three languages. Now, I want you to ask yourself, why should English language teachers study methods of teaching? Why they are very important for teacher? Please share your answers in the comments. For more information and details, please visit the link in the description box. Thank you and have a good day.